Y'all, today was brutal, bro. Took a loss and then technically took a win. Stopped in profit just to get me up break even on the day. Dude, this trade, dude, hit like a motherfucker, bro. Very unfortunate break even. But yeah, we only took a play on NQ. I mocked up this YM play, but I didn't take it. So let's go see that real quick because I think this one did hit as well. That's just fucking unfortunate, bro. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's get over. Let's get this recap done because I gotta take data on this, and I gotta get my ass to bed. Yeah, let's go replay. Replay. So starting off this on this day, I did not like the structure at all. Okay, structure was absolutely horrible in my opinion. We didn't even have that much of a crazy data high. We had 830 news. Yep, core PPI, and just not much of a wick, bro. This just looks like any other ordinary wick. Nothing too special about this data high. But yeah, I had orange folder at 10 a.m. Didn't really give a fuck about that. But dude, this structure is so ugly. Okay, so for one, I mean, yeah, it looks like okay, we have data highs. We have this high up here, and then we have this daily high. But if you look on ES, right, we already take this daily high, so we technically have an SMT. And obviously, the only long I'm looking to take here is, of course, not a continuation. I'm not looking to take longs until this London gets hit. Okay, I want to see this London get hit um, because, and I want to see an SMT as well because ES is pretty far up here within this 15-minute gap, and NQ is just closer to London. So I want to see London get swept on NQ before we move up. I want to see this 15-minute hold respect, and see what we had on the 4 hour. We were just inside of a massive 4 hour, so. 1 hour. We had a 1 hour down here, but ideally just wanted to see this hold and get longs from there. But just had a 30-minute that I wanted to see get hold. So I just wanted to see all these fair value gaps hold while taking London. So that's literally all I was looking for. Okay. Now, boom. Okay, market opens. We do we have an SMT or not? Okay, so we don't. But ES is running up. Okay, we have an SMT on the lower time frame here as well as this higher time frame with London, and NQ dumps a little bit, taking out London, and from here looking for. We didn't give a 1 minute, unfortunately. I would have loved that a lot, but we did. Let me pull the other chart up over here. Okay, we did give a. Wait, is this not? Okay, that's up. My bad. We give it 30 second. I have to go over here because took a trade on the MNQ and then also on the minis chart. So just pull the minis chart up and keep it here. So we have a, let's see, four. What is it? Oh my gosh, my mouse moved it. 867. So 867. 67 is, let's see, I think that's already here. 868, close enough. It's off by a point, exactly by a point, because I think this is like 8720, or 25, but whatever. So this is where the entry happened. We did take a couple of minutes. Let's see how many. So by the time we took London, right, we had one, two, and so it took us 5 minutes to inverse this 30 second, and I told myself, I was like, I can see this happening. This is exactly what I wanted. Excuse me, everything's aligning. And that I just want to see this 30 second get inverse, and I'll take this. But we started edging it like crazy. I'm looking at this and it looks so hideous. We took forever to inverse this 30 second, and by the time we did it, like by the time we actually inversed it, I did not take it. I saw we created a tiny fair value gap, and we started dumping a bit towards that fair value gap. And so I basically had one condition set for myself. If we inverse this 30 second that we tapped into, not taking it. If we don't, and we actually have a candle respect out of that fair value gap, then I'll take it. And we did. We had a pretty nice rejection wick here on this 30 second respecting that gap. So I took the trade, and the main reason why I took this also was because we had a great break-even point, as you can see right here. This was my break-even point, okay? really close. And by the time we actually got this inverse, as you can see on ES, we are fucking running this shit, dude. We are absolutely running the dude. Oh my gosh, dude. I genuinely don't know how this didn't hit. Anyways, I wasn't even expecting to catch all of this. I was just waiting to see when ES would take these targets out, and I could, maybe, depending on how NQ is looking, full TP or just, partial, and then just let the runners run. But yeah, that's mainly what I was looking at, and this shit just ran straight to stop loss. And so here I was down on the day. I don't have my magnet on. That's why I wasn't doing that. It's making me uncomfortable for some reason. But yeah, losing trade on the day. Honestly, at this point, I was like, don't even know what's gonna happen here. ES just made this trend line here, so I wasn't even interested in taking anything. I wasn't looking for any other levels. That was pretty much the only level I wanted to see get hit. But we did end up coming to this unmitigated 4-hour as well as this unmitigated hourly, and nothing much on the 15-minute, and this unmitigated 30-minute. So let's see, we also hit OTE, I believe, or we just barely missed it. But either way, it's still in discount of this entire range that we have here. Oh my gosh, there we go. So yeah, I think we barely missed this by maybe like a couple ticks, like maybe 2 ticks or something like that. But what matters is we're in discount. So I like this level a lot. The one thing I was pretty scared of, because I'm already down on the day, like right off market open, so it's not a good feeling. My psych might be just a little bit stuffed. But what I'm really looking at is I hate when we have this. Like, we have a fat dump, and then I'm anticipating the reversal, but we have so many fair value gaps I can't decide which one to take. Okay, ideally I really wanted to take this 1 minute here, and the reason I did not take this 1 minute was because, for one, we are in another 1 minute, as well as also in a 3 minute right there. We did have a 5 minute up here that I could have went break even at, so technically this should have been the entry. Would have looked something like this. Of course, same targets, or ideal target would be this 930 high right there, or not the 930 exactly, but well, actually this break even point is still the 930 high. So if I can move this, 930, great target, as well as having those data highs still available. So this is the trade that happened. Would have got break even. This did end up hitting for about a 2.2R. So who knows? Not sure if I would have held that because I didn't take it, obviously. But I do know on this one I held. So even though we hit the 5 minute, we already hit the break even point on the 30-second chart here. If I pull this over here, we tapped into a 30-second around here off this little leg right there, or little wick, whatever you call that, and we respected it. So entered off that, pretty tight stop, and you see that? Damn, it's like a pretty late entry there. I didn't take the entry off the actual 30-second for value gap respect. I took it on the candle after. But yeah, I was pretty confident in that we would move up, and I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. I was going to check if ES had hit the 5 minute by then, but it's whatever. And yeah, just pretty much the same targets. Kind of a risky play. Maybe could have FOMO'd, but I was willing to take this because on this trade I did hit, did half risk on this trade. So only lost half of what I usually risk. So I was willing to take, another play like this, which is pretty risky. Ended up running up, getting stopped at break even, and then I took a re-entry at, where is it? 24, 767, 767, 767, 67 again. 765. That's good enough. Yeah, look, something like this. We ended up running up, and at this point, I was like, I can definitely see us getting break even here, and why not just trail and profit and just call it a day? And if it hits, it hits. If it goes stops in profit, then it stops in profit, and today's a break even. So essentially that's what happened. Got stopped in profit here. We actually ended up dumping, and based off how this looked, I really wanted to look for re-entry because this is a great retracement. I'm still have high conviction in this draw. ES has not hit anything yet. Hasn't hit this trend line. One thing I didn't like though is ES made these set of equal highs, and then it also tapped this true day open level. And as you know, when ES hits equal highs like this, it's a hit or miss because yes, equal highs are great targets, but on ES specifically, it's really weird. It's like it acts as a, it like repels price, dude. It's like pushing price away. I don't know why it does that, but the main reason why I didn't take this was because for one, we inversed this 5 minute here. We also inversed the 4 minute right there. We did respect this 3 minute and 2 minute. Or we actually didn't respect this 2 minutes. So we inversed the 2, 4, and 5 minute, and we respected the 3 and 1 minute. So not really something I was too interested in. We did end up getting a 3 minute IFEG to the upside, which is technically a model here, okay? Technically, it's really mechanical. Honestly, might not even be a mechanical trade depending on how you would handle with that 5 minute getting inverse, but stayed out of this one. I already took 3 trades, a loss, break even, and pretty much another break even trade. So it was a break even day, luckily, and yeah, just wasn't interested in this anymore. Especially seeing this, I was like, fuck no, I'm not dealing with this. And then ended up running up, making equal highs, and maybe that's when you just run up right here. It's too much work, but we did give a nice re-entry right here, okay? Little sweep, respected this 1 minute gap. Continue to respect that 3 minute, and I think the entry was based off of 30 second. Let me just check here. Yeah, we have a very clean 30 second. Okay, I think it's like right here. Somewhere around right there. Honestly, don't know what the break-even point would have been, but if it was up here, then you would have been good, and this shit would have just hit. But yeah, pretty unfortunate. Don't like how price just stalled here. If it just, I really thought this was gonna be one of those days where we just absolutely bull run up here, and I wasn't even looking to target all of this up here. This was mainly for this trade, but since that was a pretty high R for this more discounted entry, I was looking to just target this 930 high. And yeah, bro, that's just mad unfortunate. So we'll just see how tomorrow goes. It's gonna be Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and it's likely gonna be the last day I'm trading. I don't know. Markets are still gonna be open on Thanksgiving, so I might look. Gonna be very cautious on that day. But yeah, Friday for sure gonna be back on the charts. Just contemplating on if I should trade Thursday or not. I don't know. We'll see. Depending on what I'm doing Wednesday night. Because I do love sleep, and I would love to sleep in, but then I would be sad if I sleep in and wake up and seeing an A+ model play out. That would suck. I hate that, dude. I hate that. But yeah, pretty much to summarize today, really shit conditions, or structure, I should say, not condition, structure was really shit. The only play I had in mind was this London low getting hit, and yeah, this play failed. Not sure why. It honestly looked really A+ textbook to me, excuse me. And then once this failed, another setup appeared, which I really didn't have in mind, but it appeared, so I saw it. Should have taken this entry. I'm not mad at myself for missing this initial entry just because I did have a good reason as to why I didn't take this. As I said, because we tapped into this 1 minute as well as having a 3 minute right there, so did not want to take this, and then that shit just runs lower. But yeah, we took a little bit of two discretional plays here that just ended up getting break evens, and that's gonna be it for the day. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I really hope we get something nice tomorrow. If we do, maybe I won't trade Thursday. I'll just take that day off. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this trade recap, and peace. Probably upload this tomorrow because I'm really tired. So yeah.